Hey, good morning. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another episode of this Piscean Reports. How's everybody doing this morning? Hopefully, you guys are having a good one. God, me doing a morning reading. Shocking, right? For those of you new to my channel, welcome aboard. For those of you who are returning, welcome back, you guys. Welcome back, welcome back. My name is Chiquita. For those of you who are new, my name is Chiquita, and I am your reader for this morning. And I decided to pull a few cards for you guys real quick before I head out for work. So I decided to work with the spirit. I'm sorry if you guys, if you hear me doing this, I'm sorry. That's just, I don't know. I don't know. Some people, they have those long nails and they do like this, but I guess but anyway, sorry about that. If you got on earbuds, I apologize. Anyway, so we're going to work with the Spirit Walker Oracle cards. We are working with Prosperity Magic and we are going to do the money tree. So I drew the cards for you guys and I'm loving it. Oh my gosh. So I literally just did a video, but it was for another channel. And I was talking about how this card is just keeps on coming. And I want to give it to you guys as well. It came in another reading earlier in the week, and I'm not sure if I uploaded it or not, but I'm going to try my best to do it today. You've got, it says Forgotten Path. But what I am most focused on is they're saying, remember who you are. It came up again. So once again, Spirit is really, really adamant about letting you guys know that you need to remember who you are. You are more than you know. And when you break it down, and well, because I'm thinking a million different things. I'm like, yeah, remember who you are. You're a child of the Most High. You are, your mother's daughter, your father's daughter. You're your brother's, sister, or something like. You guys get it. Like you're more than just. Just what you just wake up and you look in the mirror and you're just like, oh God, let me get ready for this day. You guys, if you have come to this planet, you have a reason for being here and you have a purpose. And a lot of people tend to forget that. You get caught up in the world. You get, caught up in the matrix. Like, honestly, really. You get caught up in the matrix, you wake up one day and you just find yourself doing and being, only because that's what everybody else is doing and being, but the Spirit says it's time for you to remember who you are. It's time for you to remember why you came here. It's time for you to remember what you came here to do. Okay. I also see that with Forgotten Path, maybe if you started off one way. You started off going one way, and then, we always hit those forks in the road where we could go left and right, and you went down one path, and it's kind of taking you away from who you are and what your purpose and what you're about, what you came here to be and do, and Spirit is just, or your guides and your angels, they're just kind of throwing that, they're like lassoing, and throwing it around you and pulling you, trying to pull you back to your path, trying to remind you, hey, remember, you have a reason for being here. You have a purpose. Some of you guys have had an awakening, and you are just now finding out yourselves that, hey, I am here for something. I'm here. I have a purpose. There's something that I'm supposed to do. There's something I'm supposed to be. I'm either supposed to help others, or I'm supposed to witness something, or there is something. You're supposed to do something, and Spirit said it's time for you to remember who you are. You kind of, you see, I was looking at Lost in history, some people you can forget who you are in that way, and they just want to remind you, hey, you're special, you're important, you matter to this world. Okay, and it's just time for you to remember that. Okay. Your next card here, you had Garden of Souls. Okay. Growth, nature, serenity, reflection, nurturing. Embrace the quiet moments. Look at that. Your guide is there, and they're calling you forward. Come into the garden. This is that message from your guides, your angels, to just, like they said, with embrace the quiet moments, to take some time for yourself. You know, find your quiet place. If you don't have one, create one. Take a few moments for yourself. You know, I like to, before I go to work, there are people who just like jump up and they jump in the shower and they get dressed and they run out the door. And, I like to kind of get up and, okay, brush my teeth and let's take a bath and soak in the tub and, take in the quiet times, embrace, you know, the serenity, embrace the moment of serenity, well, no matter what that is for you. People find serenity in cooking. Get everybody out of the kitchen and it's just you, and you're if you find joy in preparing meals for the family, that's your time, that's your moment. You could hum and sing and just, or like they said, just embrace that time. Some people could wake up a few minutes early, 20 minutes early, 15 minutes early, and just lay there in bed and just kind of embrace that moment. That's your time, that's your moment. Take that time to go and give thanks, or to remember, like they said, with forgotten path, remember who you are, remember your purpose, remember, you know okay, let me go ahead and get on with these, because I'm looking at the time. I'm like, okay, let's go. I'll get caught up in it and whatever. So the next card you have, we are now with the prosperity magic cards, and I love, love, love it. You've got magnified wealth. I love how pretty these cards are. They're done in watercolors and they're just gorgeous. And hopefully, I could turn it up, but I don't know. Whatever. Hopefully, you guys can see it okay. It says, build your fortune by having multiple streams of income. Expand your reach. Okay. For some of you guys, you're going to take what you do. Let's say you do social media. You're going to take what you do to the next level. Maybe right now you're doing one thing, because it said, build multiple streams of income. So maybe for some of you, you can have two channels. One channel you do one thing on, cooking or whatever, and another channel you just want to kind of talk and share your thoughts and your feelings, or something like that. Share some of yourself. Share, one channel you do something creative, like a showing people how to paint or draw, or do something. And then your other channel is more like, okay, this is my, and I'll use my channel for example. Like you could have like a tarot channel and then another channel, but it says expand your reach. You are more than you know. And I think the universe is wanting you to, yeah, yeah. And I don't even think it's an issue of they think. It's like you are, okay? You are. You're going to remember who you are. You are going to expand. You are recognizing that you are more. There are people are, if you listen to other people, they'll try to make it seem like you're nothing, or you're nobody, or you're this, or you're that. Sometimes there'll be a situation where, you might allow someone else to kind of downplay who you are, in which case Spirit is saying, remember who you are. Remember who you are. It's time for you to wake up, okay? Forget about what other people think of you. if spirit sees something in you, if spirit gave you a talent, it doesn't matter what other people think. You need to listen to your guides, listen to your angels, embrace those quiet moments. Listen to, maybe they're providing in those moments, they're providing you with some solutions of some kind, or ideas on how you can basically literally expand your reach, expand what expand what you do, do more, be more, you know. Your next card, you have ascending. Keep rising in the ranks. You are meant to be in charge. You see what I'm saying? Look at, you've got, remember who you are. So spirit is definitely letting you guys know. Okay, so if you are in like a family, and in a family, if you're around people, let's just say that people, it could be family, it could be coworkers, it could be your friend group, it could be your community. Okay, if you're not being appreciated where you are, spirit is letting you know it's time for you to remember who you are. Okay, I feel like there are other people who are trying to downplay your value, downplay your worth. Okay, and the universe is like, you know what? Remember who you are. Okay, you are going to expand. You are going to build. Okay, you're going to do more. You're going to be more. It's not you should. It's you are. Okay, and then with ascending here, they're like, you know what, keep rising. All right, keep rising in the ranks, keep being you, keep doing you. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks about you. That, other people's opinion is none of your business. I've always heard that, and for a lot of years, when I first started my spiritual path, and people were making fun of me when I originally started wearing crystals, and and I was doing cards and the whole nine, and people would say, oh, you're the devil, and you're doing the devil's work, and you're evil, and you're this and you're that, until I started my channel and started talking to people and started sharing my spiritual beliefs, and this is that for you guys. It's like they're letting you know, okay, you are someone. You have potential. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks, okay? Like they said, keep rising. Maybe people tried to downplay you at work, in which case, like they say, keep rising in the ranks. You're meant to be in charge. You are a leader. You have leadership abilities. You got power and prosperity as the last words at the bottom. Power and prosperity. You are meant to be in a position of power. Okay, it's time that you guys wake up to that. It's time that you recognize that. Okay? And prosperity is all a part of that. I feel like once you, because with magnify your wealth and ascending, it's like if you take on more, I don't know, I guess responsibilities, more challenges, okay, you're bound to stumble across something that you like, something that you are good at. Maybe you're not perfect right away, but that doesn't matter. Keep going. Like they said, keep rising in the ranks. Okay, you are meant to be in charge. Like they said, you got it. Spirit, well, the universe, your guides, your angels, they want you to know, okay, you got it for sure. Okay, with ascending and magnifying your wealth, and remember who you are. Okay, embrace those quiet moments. This is when they are literally trying to give you a message. They literally kept me up all night. They're like, do this, do this, do this. And I was like, okay, in the morning, just let me get some sleep. And they were like, nope, do this, do this, do this. And I finally just had to give in and get up, and do what I need to do. Okay. And that's what they're saying to you guys. All right. It's time to make it happen. Whatever that is, it's time for to make it happen. You know what you're good at. If you don't get, that's why you got to get quiet. Help me, show me. What do you want me to do? And then let them let them present the opportunities to you, okay? Now, I love, love, love the money tree cards because you got bamboo path. Look at this. You are moving in the right direction, so don't stop. Career journey. Look at that. What did I say? I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, when I see this, I think that you guys already have something started, okay? It's just that maybe you forgotten it, you put it on the back burner. Life happens. I get it. I know all too well. Okay? But, the universe is saying you got what it takes, okay? You got it. Whatever you're doing, they're saying keep going. Keep going, keep rising, okay? Power and prosperity, are you kidding? And then to see the bamboo path, that you're on the right path. You're moving in the right direction, so don't stop, okay? Love it, love it. And then what is your next card? Mulberry wealth. Again, wealth. You have magnified wealth and you're ascending, you're on the right path, and then once again, wealth. Mulberry wealth. Okay. And then look at this. With forgotten path, you had rediscovery, right? Rediscovering of something that you did, that you once did. They're saying it's time to get back into that, okay? And then you've got with mulberry wealth, finish what you started, wrapping up projects and being innovative at work, okay? You are intelligent, you are talented, you are doing something, and whatever you're doing, you are 1000% on the right path, okay, for your world, for your life, for your whatever it is you're doing, for your business. They just want to remind you, look, you kind of might have put it on the back burner because life happens, but trust and believe you need to pick that back up because you were right. It's time to finish what you started. Okay, you might have forgotten about it. You might have strayed. You might have, you know, maybe you thought that whatever you were doing wasn't gonna get anywhere, wasn't gonna take off, wasn't gonna do anything, wasn't gonna be anything. But they're like, nope, you need to get back to that. You need to wrap up that project. Okay, finish what you started. You're on the right path. It's like everything here is telling you that there's something that you did before that you need to be doing again. Pick it up, whatever it was, pick it back up and keep going. Okay, don't worry about what anybody else thinks. Other people's opinions are so none of your business. It's like, whatever. They instead of these people commenting on what you should be doing, they need to be over there minding theirs, doing them. But they're so focused. Some people are like that. They just become so focused on you and your path that they don't even bother to figure out what their own path is. They see you over there running your race, and let's say you're running your race and you just happen to inch a little past these people on your path, right? And they're like, oh hell no, not the collective. No, no, no. Let's distract the collective. Maybe you got people who are saying, what, why are you doing that? Why don't we, come on, let's go do this and let's do that. And then you remember how much fun it was, and then you kind of get off course a little bit. You with forgotten path, you got off course a little bit. But spirit is trying to tell you, they keep bringing that card up. I cannot tell you how much I shuffled that deck, and to see it come out again, they are really wanting you guys to know you're more than you know. Okay, I said it on another reading, and I don't know if I uploaded it, but a lot of people out here are floundering and they're lost because they don't recognize that they are here for a reason. They don't recognize that they have a purpose. They don't recognize that they're special, that you showed up for a reason. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But it's never too late. That's the good news. It's never, ever, ever too late to go back. Yeah, you kind of strayed for a minute. You kind of went away. But now Spirit is saying, okay, remember who you are. It's time to get back. Remember your purpose. Remember your mission. It's time to come back to that. Get back on the right path. Let's go. And then they said, you're there. You're already, whatever you're doing, you're already rising. Okay, and it's just maybe you got people around you who don't want you to see that, and and so they'll try to downgrade it or downplay you, or whatever. But spirit wants you to know, wants you to remember who you are. You have purpose, you have value just like everybody else. And it's just a matter of figuring out what it is that you used to do or was started off doing, but you kind of strayed. And now they're like, no, 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 come back over, let's go. Your angels are like, come on, back over this way. You kind of going off path a little bit. It's okay, you know, and then get back on path, okay? But whatever you were doing a good job. Literally, you was rising, but you got pulled away. You got distracted, but it's okay. You see here, they want you to get right back to what you were doing and keep going. Finish what you started. Okay, you're moving in the right direction, so don't stop. Okay, sometimes people do that. They'll try to distract you because they don't want you to see your value. They don't want you to see your worth. They don't want you to see that you got something. People are just like that. Some people are like that. You know, if we can't have it, we don't want you to have it either. If we see you succeeding, if we see you moving past us, oh, no, 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 we can't have that. We got to do something, and it's unfortunate because, some people think that in order for them to shine, they need to dull your shine. And it's unfortunate. It's sad. Some people are just like that. you know, but it's all good. It's all good. Everything here says you're good. Okay. Wake up a few minutes early, connect with spirit, take a few minutes before you go to bed, have those conversations with the universe. Okay. Those of you who definitely know, I was doing this for a minute, but then I kind of got pulled away, and you're probably saying to yourself, "I'll be damned." That sounds a lot like what happened. I was doing something, and people kind of talked me down and talked me out of it, and tried to get me to go back to what I was doing before, and to pull you away, and because they see your shine, they saw your value, they saw your worth. Okay, and they don't want anybody else to see it. They would rather dull your shine than try to shine in their own light, in their own way. But you're good. You're good. Okay? Everything, all indications here is that you're going to get back on path. You're going to keep rising. You're going to ascend, and you will finish what you started. Wrapping up that project, okay? Being on the right path, being seen, being heard, being known, that type of thing. Let me see what was on the bottom. Laurel success. Yes, look at this. Laurel success. Reach important milestones to achieve your goals. Recognition at work. So people are going to see you. People are going to see you for sure. Laurel success. Oh, hell yeah. People are going to see you. Okay. Let me see what was on the bottom of the deck with prosperity, magic, endurance. Okay, it may be a long journey, but it's a beautiful way to go, and your patience will be rewarded. Okay, it's just, like I said, sometimes you just get people who want to try to pull you away from what you're doing. They see you doing good, might see you doing better, and, they'll try to pull you away. Okay. But Spirit's got your back. Spirit has got your back. They're going to keep you on track, okay? You've got veil of mystery. See what's unseen. See what's unseen. Look at that. Connecting with the universe, with spirit, reconnecting, finding that connection with the unseen. Okay, you're that one, and I think maybe that in some ways that's why maybe people are trying to pull you away. Maybe they are envious of your connection with spirit. They don't have that. They don't see the world in the way you see it, and so there may be some kind of jealousy. Okay. But you have that gift. You can see. You have a connection with source that is to be envied. by others. So much so that they may even be trying to distract you. Okay? But see it. Okay. Oh, God. What did I say? I swear to God, I don't know what to do. Once again, here it is. Very next card. You are never alone. Refuge, counsel, angelic presence, comfort. You're never alone. They're with you. Okay, your guides, your angels are here and they're trying to keep you. They are going to keep you on path. They're going to keep you on track because you came here for a reason. You came here for a purpose, and they're going to make sure that you fulfill your purpose. Okay? I love it. I love it. I'm going to go ahead. Let's see, it's 25 minutes. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, you guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe, because nothing would make me happier than let you guys know there is something you are doing. You are shining. You may have strayed away for whatever reason. Either someone pulled you away or something, life happened. It could really be as simple as just life kind of happened and you kind of went away from it, but your guides, they're like, we're right here, you're never alone, we got you, we got you. Okay, you have a connection that is to be envied. You have a connection like no other. You have a connection that others wish they could have. Okay, value that. Appreciate that. Okay? Listen to them. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Endurance. It's going to take a minute, but it'll be worth the trip. Like they said, it's a beautiful way to go. It may be a long journey. It may take a minute, but it'll be worth it. Okay? With Laurel success, you will have that recognition. Okay? All right. I'm going to go ahead and go, you guys. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Remember, do the energy exchange with the like button and subscribe. Okay? Okay. I will talk to you guys later. Y'all have a great day. And I'll see you next time on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.